No stereo. I don't want a stereo. Just put the engine in the rear, put a nice suspension, big tires, arched fenders, and stripping away everything that you don't need for the car to run.
We're putting a full roll cage in it. It's going to be a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive vehicle.
Billet rods, light and crank. Going to go with some JE high compression pistons, titanium exhaust, light and flywheel.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that gets my blood racing. I saw it for the first time and I was like, wow, this is a lot of work. But I really wanted to put a big engine in a small car, and the IQ is a really, really small car that we could put a big engine in. It has the bones of a thoroughbred in it. It can be built into a race car. And that was our basic thought behind when we first saw the IQ.
So we're basically relocating the engine and driveline from its natural home in the front of the car to the back. It's going to be a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive vehicle. We're putting a full roll cage in it that's SCCA compliant. We're also doing steel fender flares and also aluminum front and rear bumpers. The whole idea with this car is to use as little plastic as possible, especially on the outside of the car. It's going to be finished in bare metal to show what myself and Teddy and Tatsu and Hiro can do as artisans.
So the theme of the vehicle is basically, we are taking what was cool back then and applying it not only aesthetically but theoretically into the vehicle, stripping away everything that you don't need for the car to run. We're little guys compared to them, but if they're not that jazzed about the car, and they just do cosmetic things and a few suspension upgrades and a few power adders, I think ours is a lot more dramatic as far as what we're doing to the car. If I'm catering to a crowd that likes sports cars, I'm gonna do damn well.
Hi, my name is Teddy Hiraoka, owner of Maverick Motorsports. I am the engine builder and machinist on this project. In regards to this project and the drivetrain, due to our time constraints, we decided to go with an XB power plant, manual transmission and engine. I'll be knife edging the crank, doing a little bit of head work, porting, getting some cams reground, and having it all balanced up, light and flywheel, clutch, and hopefully even some ITBs.
When I first saw the IQ and I saw the dimensions of it, and I saw the back seat of the car, I'm like, a sigh of relief came over me. I was like, wow, an engine can fit back here. The IQ isn't necessarily a sports car, but hey, can't we, as a concept, make it into a sports car?
My name is John Kukta, and I specialize in doing custom metal shaping and fabrication and precision TIG welding.
Making fenders out of metal by hand first requires making a pattern out of paper, and then we'll transfer that paper pattern to a sheet of aluminum killed steel. And once we have the pattern cut in the steel, we'll take that piece and English wheel it to get some curve raised up in it, and just keep on working it between the English wheel and the shrinker and stretcher until it's exactly the way we want it. Hopefully we'll be able to get one of these knocked out in about an hour, and then between welding and finish work, we should be able to do each side in about 3.5 hours. It's a little stressful, I'll give you that. I'd usually probably quote a client 3 to 4 months for the work I'm going to do between now and Sunday night. Today's Friday. But we'll get it done.
We're not going to sleep for the next 48 hours. Well, if we do sleep, it's going to be, you know, maybe 2-hour naps at a time. Andy and John has basically been hotbedding it. You know, one of them will work for 2 hours and then basically tag team on it, and Andy will roll in and John will sleep at 2 hours, and it's, yeah, we've been blessed with a few volunteers and some younger guys that are really interested in cars, so they said they want to come out and help, so they're coming out and helping.
We got some of the pieces in. We still need to order a couple pieces and get some pieces reworked, so it should be close, but we'll get it all done.
It's a little stressful, but we'll get it done.
I hope I blow away everybody. If it's just cosmetic upgrades, I'm going to do better than them. You know, mark my words.